welcome back to episode 65 of our Colorado Rockies rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 26. Where last we left off, we began year 8. What a time. So far, as we sit here, we are 18 and 10, one game back of the division, and currently in the wild card position. But obviously, we're still in May. This will all get blown up rather soon. Last we left off, we were making our way through the month of April. I played through a few series off stream. We took 2 or 3 from the Angels, including an 11-3 drumming that had Charlie Condon hitting his 3rd home run the season. Hao Yuli having a 3-hit, 3 RBI day. Took 1 or 2 from the Brewers, and then took 2 or 3 from the Cubs. And now we have a 3-game series against the Nationals, the Mets, the Nats again, and then the big whammy, a 4-game series against the LA Dodgers. In terms of team news, last episode we had not 1 but 2 shortstops getting injured. Ashley Andahar taking over shortstop for Ezequiel Tovar this season. He strained his groin. He is going to be out for 3 more weeks. So waiting on him to get back. And then our backup infielder, Carter Johnson, who was playing shortstop a little bit, picked up a knee injury. It only impacts his running, though, so I'm still going to play him a decent amount, but he is also nursing that injury. I have a few scouting reports, minor league free agent signings going on in the background, but before we get to that, let's just jump right in to these games against the Nationals. We are at home in Coors Field. Nothing too crazy on the National side. They still have CJ Abrams going strong, 31 years old. James Wood is crushing. I am so jealous. And so our lineup here it is. Last episode, we made a pivot where Bryce Terang effectively moved to the bench. Hao Yuli goes back to second. Then Alan Ford will DH. So that is going to be our configuration for a bit until morale improves, you could say. So we got Sandy Ozuna on the mound today. Let's get it started and see how we do against the Washington Nationals. Pressingly, a leadoff single after an 0-2 count. You hate to see it. The downside of our current defensive configuration, as Sandy Ozuna hits a man, is Carter Johnson and Hao Yuli aren't necessarily plus defenders at their position, so our middle infield does get objectively worse on the defensive side of things from, say, if it had Ashley Andahar and Bryce Terang. We get the fielder's choice. Double play ends the inning. Hit to third, to second for 1, to first for 2. The Nationals strand the runners. And now we have Christian Aguilares, the only hitter that has played in every game thus far this season. He has been red hot to begin the year, and he hits it deep to center, but it's caught at the warning track. Carter Johnson flies out also. And Hao Yuli pops up. Well, we have certainly had more impressive first innings than that. Oh, no, he dropped it. Make him pay. Nope. Now he just flies out to right field. So the only change there is that the pitcher had to throw 2 more pitches. Oh, boy. All right, clean second from Sandy. Let's see if Condon can keep his hot streak to the year going. Flies out to left. We're just We're going to be flying out left and right. Is Brandon Bach a fly ball pitcher? No, he is a ground ball pitcher. That's kind of funny. Alan Ford goes down swinging, and Colby Turner grounds out. No hits through 2 for our poor Rockies. Ah, and Baker hits a solo shot, and then Gonzalez hits a solo shot, and all of a sudden, 2-0 game. Munoz lines out. Dario, who is on a short leash this season, I think I said I'd give him until like middle end of June to start hitting the ball well, and if not, we're looking at other options at catcher. So far through the first month, he has not been good. We're also being no hit quietly. Actually, not even that. We're being perfect gamed, if that's a phrase, because we haven't had any walks either. I think we may have had one there as Alan Ford is thrown out. Colby Turner K's. Brandon is also on 62 pitches, so he could go 8 innings if he's efficient with it. Munoz, though, gets us our first hit. Let the record show we did not get no hit. Some might call that a low bar, and you know what? You're right. Munoz is thrown out. I'm upset. All right, Sandy, give me the 6th. James Wood is aboard. My bullpen is looking a bit grim right now. CJ Abrams hits it back up the middle. Sandy throws him out. All right. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. We've had worse. Max Clark currently batting 174. I don't want to talk about it. He lines out to center field here. I famously said this would have been 2 episodes ago in the offseason when I made the decision to keep Max Clark, that his speed and his defense is worth it enough to pay him, the $9 million we're paying him. But also, you can't give me at least like a 230 batting average? As Carter Johnson is safe via an error, and how he least strikes out anyway. All right. Well, we go to the 7th. Joey Broughton is going to take over. Clean inning from him. Only on 9 pitches. London lines out. Bach is on 91 pitches, so this will probably be his last inning. Alan Ford rifles it to the wall. That'll be a nice double. Maybe even a triple as the outfielders are moving a bit slow. No, just a double. Okay. I am going to pinch run here. We're going to have... I clicked him for Colby Turner instead of Alan Ford. You know what? Maybe it was meant to be. Bryce Terang, accidental pinch hit appearance. He grounds out. All right, Munoz. You see, it wasn't meant to be. So Alan Ford gets home. 2-1 game. Munoz gets aboard with another line drive. We're in business. All right, Dario. Give me something. He did not. To be clear. Okay, so I need a third baseman. So CJ Sampson is going to come in to take third. So I did just burn 2 substitutions in 1, but it's fine. Let's get Gage Wood warming up in case Joey can't give me the 8th. And he allows a solo shot. Man. Anything for us in the 8th? Max Clark, leadoff double. That'll play. All right, they walk Aguilaris. 2 on. Carter Johnson, walk him too. He swings on the 3-1 pitch and it's belted to center field. Gah! 3-run homer. 415 feet for Carter Johnson. All right, then. That'll do. That'll do nicely. As How You Lee gets aboard, we're not done. Wild pitch, we take those. All right, and they walk Condon intentionally, which is a choice. Alan Ford hits it 3 feet forward, and they get Condon. Oh, the double play. Why must Alan Ford be so slow? And Mr. Duran still in the league. And he gets CJ Sampson to ground out. All right. Well, Carter Johnson gets us a 3-run shot. We're going to get Gage Wood up for the save. CJ Abrams, Felix, and Schumann at the moment. There we go. He strikes out Abrams. Angel Felix goes down swinging. And now Bill Sherman, the Nationals' last hope. And he can't do it. That's a win and a save for Gage Wood. We win 4-3. Carter Johnson. Hello, sir. 3-run solo shot. That'll play. That'll do. And that will do very nicely. All right, so I had a new scouting report on Christian Aguilares. Looks like no change. It's a little annoying. I would have thought his increased play last year would have at least upped his power, but it looks like it's staying at 50, which is fair. We're going to sim game 2 against the Nationals. No, oh, God. Not only did we lose it, but Hunter Brown's out for a month and a half. It's fine. Well, that sucks. Hunter Brown, elbow strain. He's out for 6 weeks. Remember that 2-year contract extension we gave him? That hurts. All right, I'm going to put him on the 15-day. Now, all of a sudden, I need a new starter. Do I go Dumas? Man, he is getting shelled in AAA right now. Jake Yeager, also an option. I think I'm going to go. Let me compare the two really quick. So right now, Dumas is better, but potential-wise, it's looking like Jake Yeager. And then stats, I can't see minor league stats on this page for reasons unknown to me. Man, Dumas is just getting shelled. I mean, the problem with Dumas is he has 2 good pitches. I think we'll go Dumas. We made the trade in the offseason to acquire him. I think let's see what he can do. So Hunter Brown moves to the IL, which sucks. That is what it is. All right, we have some minor league signings. Relief pitcher Scott Keeling, who is just your classic 2-pitch, good stuff, bad control reliever. Eric Rush, who is most certainly not destined for Double-A. That is a Fresno player if I've ever seen one. Just very decent potential bat, not a lot of defensive ability. Edgar Montez, okay reliever, got a good fastball, organizational depth. Javi Pineda, the most average potential guy I've ever seen. Fresh scouting report on Munoz. Good news is no change. Bad news is Yeah, that potential drop back down to a 55 is still annoying, but we'll see. All right. Well, Hunter Brown's out for 6 weeks. That hurts, but we have no time to mourn. All right. Dario is cold and tired, so he's going to sit. Munoz is cold. Let's give John Elkins the bat. And Carter Johnson's still hitting the ball well despite his injury. I'm going to give How You Lead the Day off. Colby Turner can bat third. Bryce Trang will take second. All right, we have Chase Silseth on the mound. We signed him in free agency, 1 year, $7 million. Let's see what he can do against the Nationals. Gives up 2 hits and a run in the first inning. Fair enough. Colby Turner flies out to center. Aguilaris is going to go for third, and he's there without a throw. Child's play. All right, they walk Condon. Let's see what Alan Ford has got in him today. And he gets the ball down. Aguilaris has scored. Very good from the DH. All right, Elkins, let's go. Swing and a miss. Oh, boy. Nationals get a second. And Silseth is getting hit. He's walking guys. Not looking like a good start for him. Good news, he got Sherman. Bad news, he needed a full count to do it, and he's already... Liam Hicks is still in the league? He's only 32? I'm thinking of a different player. Oh, boy. I mean, I'm going to be honest, Chase. I'd like it if you could get me 3 innings. Jared Kelenic up to bat. Scenes. Swing and a miss. Kelenic's career, I remember looking at and just marveling in it. Yeah, he was just with the Diamondbacks. Played like a month and a half worth of games the entire time. And now has found himself at the Nationals. All right, get out of the inning, Chase. He does not. Victor Scott gets it down in center. That's going to score 2. What a throw, though. Max Clark, and it gets the runner. And that is why I have Max Clark in the lineup, despite his offensive woes. Clean fourth from Chase. He's at 79 pitches. I think that'll be it for him. I'm not trying to tempt fate anymore. We'll bring on A.J. Russell. I believe in him. I shouldn't have. All right, Bryce Trang is aboard on an error. Palma strikes out. Clark walks. I am obviously going to run on Liam Hicks. No throw. Aguilaris lines out to left, but that will score 1. Terang is home. And Carter Johnson grounds out. All right. Russell, can you give me the 6th? Gonzalez gets it down. That's going to score another. Man, not a good day for A.J. Russell. Oh, it got worse. They hit a 2-run shot off of it. Just give me one more out for pride. No. All right. Well, that's A.J. Russell's ERA completely blown up. Yep, it increased all the way from a 1.10 to a 2.95. Kevin Teskey, help me out. Thank you. Max Clark is aboard. Matters not. Pop up to the pitcher's mound. The fact that they have 13 hits through 7 innings is hilarious. As Carter Johnson lines out to end my fun. All right. Kevin is on 18 pitches. I'm going to get Fidel warming. Oh, boy. Harder. Dude. You're killing me. And that's a triple. Well, no. Max Clark will get it in. That'll be a double. Well, this is going to be a really ugly ERA day for everybody. Kevin Teskey has allowed his first runs in like a month. Gets Liam Hicks. Good man. All right. Fidel's coming in to face Jared Kelenic. And he allows the ball back through the middle. That will score both runners. Oy vey. We have 2 runners on. Max Clark, it's time. There we go. He gets it down. Can we score 7 unanswered runs to win this ball game? That is the question. Aguilares hits it deep to the wall. That'll score 2 more. 10-7 now. What's annoying about games with like this final scoreline is you just know that if your pitching had just been like average, you would have been fine. I'm going to pinch hit here. Howie Lee is going to pick up the bat against Manuel Castro. Lines out to left. That's not going to move Aguilares. And Colby grounds out to end the game. So we lose 10-7. No pitcher did well. My poor long relievers' ERAs just exploded. Chase Silseth only won 4 innings. That was just depressing. We move on. All right, but good news is we have an off day, so our bullpen should be pretty good. Mike Alexander, I think it's time to move him up to high A. Good luck, buddy. And then I'll move him up to triple or double A in probably like a week. Raul Cerna, 3 hits. Oh, because we traded. Yeah, he was a guy I traded. Good for him. 5-hit day. All right, we have the Mets now. Michael Jindra on the mound. Let's rock and roll. So Munoz and Dario are cold, but like, I think we're just going to give Miguel some run. Colby Turner hasn't been great, but him along with Condon, if they're ever cold, I want them to hit out of it. And both Aguilares and Carter Johnson are aboard. That'll do. And Howie Lee promptly hits into a double play, and thus all of the momentum up in smoke. Charlie Condon grounds out. Runners on first and second, no outs. We can't score them. Ay. Let's get a run off of Jindra in the first. They get another in the second. They get another in the third. They get more in the third. It's not going well, folks. Oy vey. Meanwhile, our bats are ice cold. None of my pitchers are going deep into games today. This is just not going to be a fun time. All right, Munoz and Aguilares are aboard. And Johnson grounds out. Sadness. Despair. All right. We're going to get Gastelum warming up. If Ginger can get me like 2 outs, And he walks Jet Williams. I'll just pull him. Gastelum, good luck, buddy. Williams scored. Not going well for the Colorado Rockies right now. Munoz and Palma are aboard. Come on, Max. It's a back up to the pitcher. He has speed, and he beats it out. Bases loaded. Here we go. Here we go. Aguilares. Pops it up to shortstop. Come on, man. All right. Carter Johnson, he was the hero before. Not today. Lines out to third. All right. Down we go. We're going to bring Joey Broughton in for the 7th. Clean from him. Just nothing offensively for us. On the off chance I score 5 runs here, let's warm up Okuda. No dice. We are shut out. Ginger got popped for 5 runs. Not a good day. And suddenly we find ourselves 19-13. We have lost 3 straight, which I hear is not good. All right. Luis De Leon will pitch. I feel kind of bad that CJ Sampson hasn't gotten a lot of reps. I'm going to give Sampson the game over Condon. Colby Turner will bat 4th. Max Clark, I'm going to have him bat 7th. Let's get a little creative here. See what we got. All right. Carson Bengay Fever is on the mound for the Mets. He's their two-way guy. And he is doing very well for himself. Christian Aguilares has a leadoff double. All right. And Carter strikes out. There we go. How Yuli hits it into left field. That should score Aguilares. For once, we scored first. I feel like that's the first time we scored first today. Colby strikes out. Who could have possibly seen that one coming? And down goes Allen. And the game. There we go. Clean first from Luis. Clean second and a Mets error. CJ Sampson and Aguilares are aboard. And Carter Johnson hits into a momentum-killing double play. At what point do I accuse these guys of point shaving? Wild pitch scores the run. Unknown who I meant when I said you guys, if I meant the Mets or us. Infield hit, as they don't call that an error. And Colby Turner hits it deep to center field. That's down. Howie has the speed. He's going to try for home. And he's in. There we go. Some 2 out, no men on run production. It is possible. Who knew? Me. I knew. All right, we're up 3-0. Luis is pitching well. Clean. Max Clark and Dario are aboard. Let's go. Let's keep the fun going. CJ Sampson declines. Flies out. And Christian strikes out. Luis is on 47 pitches through 4. He's doing well. Carter Johnson and Hao Yuli are aboard. At what point do they pull Bengay? They might want to consider it now as the ball gets down. That'll score 1. 4-0. Alan Ford hits it deep to right field and gone. 3-run home run for the DH. 7-0. And they finally pull Bengay. Not a great outing for their two-way wonderkind. Back-to-back strikeouts makes this less fun. You know, at least Dario hit the ball. Mets have a base runner as Luis has walked 2 in this inning. Hunter Goodman don't do it. No. Our old friend Hunter Goodman gets them the first hit of the game. I don't know why the second baseman went home there when he could have gotten Hunter at second, but who knows? And then he walked Cole Young. Okay. All right, Luis. You want to be my ace? Get out of this. Nope. Nope. The wheels have fallen off the wagon. The wheels have fallen off the wagon. Luis was no hitting them through 4, and in the 5th inning, he just gives up all of this. It's not going well, folks. Not going well. There we go. Get the double play, please. No, it's only going to be 1. Luis was no hitting them through 4, and he's given up 5 runs in the 5th. Just complete and utter obliteration. Heaven, gonna be honest, if Jet Williams gets aboard here, it's gonna be a bad day. It's a bad day, folks. We were up 7-0, and in 1 inning, the lead is now 1. Please, Max. Thank you. I believe in you, CJ Sampson. I should not have believed in him. Hunter Goodman's in left field? How did I not notice that before? How are they going to throw my former catcher in the outfield? What in the world? You know what? I'm not going to question it. I feel like I should, but I won't. So mad they scored 6 unanswered. Colby Turner. Runners on? Nope. Nope. All right, we go to the bottom of the 6th. Kevin, get me the inning. Thank you, sir. All right, so now it's going to be Fidel for the 7th, Gage Wood for the 8th, and Okuda for the 9th. Max Clark is aboard. There we go. The ball gets through. Run, Max. Run like the wind. Safe. Easy. Well done, Dario. CJ Sampson hits it deep to center field. God. Well done for the backup infielder. 411 feet. And Aguilares does not beat out the throw. It looked like he did. I'm just saying. I was there. I saw what I saw. Oh, Fidel. And we have an error. How Yuli at third. Or excuse me, at second. Yeah, that has been known to happen from time to time. But Ramirez pops up. So as long as Jet Williams doesn't break my heart again. This guy is my arch nemesis. Oh my God. All right, Pereira strikes out. Well, we're back to a save situation. Gage Wood's going to get Warman. Both Carter Johnson and Howie Lee are aboard. Colby Turner strikes out because we can't have nice things. Alan Ford gets it down in center. That's going to score one, maybe even two if Howie Lee is brave. He is brave. 12-7. I'm going to pinch hit here. Elkins is going to get the bat from Munoz. And he popped up, killing me. Elkins is going to take left. I'm going to have Bryce Terang come in for How You Lee for defense. Gage Wood is going to get the inning. You know what? Maybe he won't as the first two runners get aboard. But he does strike out Rodriguez. Ponatoski gets it down. We're never getting out of this game. Never. I may need to score 20 runs to feel safe. Soto gets it under. Sampson. Oh, boy. If he throws the ball quickly there, we get him at home, but that's fine. All right, I'm getting Akuta warming up. All right, Gage gets Villar. I'm going to let him face Ramirez. Because I really want Williams to come up with no one on. Oh, man. All right, Okuda is in. Face Jet Williams. A line drive ties this game. He hits it softly to short. The throw gets him. All right. Well, it's suddenly a one-run game, which is hilarious. Looks like they're bringing in Herrera as like a long reliever bullpen guy now. How far he has fallen. No run support for us. All right, so it's Pereira, Goodman, and Cole Young to break my heart. And Pereira is hit. Fair enough. Here's Hunter Goodman. Rifles it to right field. It's down at the wall. And we are going to need some strikeouts to avoid being walked off here. Here we go. Cole Young is hit. My God. Well, Akuda's ERA is about to explode. Wilyer Abreu to pinch hit, and he gets it through. Wow. We had a 7-0 lead. And it just all collapsed. We lose 12-13. What a depressing game. Like Gage Wood gets popped for 4 runs. Okuda comes in, gets 1 out. Wow. What a depressing game that was, huh? Lose 12-13. How you last 5 hits? Oh, yay. Man, that's sad. Our most dependable bullpen guys got shellacked. We had 18 hits and lost the game. Oh, boy. All right. Let us sim game 3 against the Mets. We win that one 13-5. Alan Ford has a home run. He has a grand slam even. Very nice. Ozuna gets popped. I'm a little worried about him. AJ Russell 3 2/3. Okay. Okay, AJ. Mike Stewart 2 clean innings to finish. Very good. All right. Well, we got 1 game as a consolation prize. And now we face the Nationals once again with Mr. Javon Dumas, formerly a Cardinals starter last year. We acquired him in the offseason for 2 prospects, Rafael Guerre, who is in, looks like AA for the Cardinals, doing pretty well, and David Colon, who is in high A, doing well also. All right, let's see how we do against the Nationals once again. Munoz is just ice cold. So I'm going to have Alan Ford take left. How Yu Lee is going to. Yeah, How Yu Lee will DH. Bryce Terang will bat 9th and take 2nd. That makes me a little thin for infield defensive subs, but I think we'll be okay. All right, Dumas on the mound. 2-run shot from Charlie Condon. I like it. Let's see what Dumas can do. I am cautiously optimistic as he walks the leadoff runner on a full count. Very good. And I think the way I'm treating it in my head is Dumas is going to get 3 starts because that'll take up about 2 weeks of Hunter Brown's injury time. If he struggles, then Jake Yeager comes up for the next 3. If he does well, then he stays. So he's going to get 3 starts. Good, clean work. Nothing from us in the second. Nothing from the Nats. They got a hit. We're doomed. Nothing from How You Lee. Condon, if you strike out on 3 pitches, so help me. To be fair, he didn't. So I can't really be mad. And Allen hits into a double play. Sadness. Despair. All right, Dumas, you got this. Oh, boy. CJ Abrams gets it over Turner. That's going to score 1. Nope, they didn't run on Alan Ford. I'm not going to question it. Feliz pops up. That's big. Double play ends the inning. Strikeout wouldn't be too bad either. And he gets Sherman swinging. All right. Juan Cuevas. Pops it up to the infield. Bases loaded, no outs. The Nationals can't score any of them. That'll do. That'll do. All right, Colby and Max are aboard. Dario, please, please, please. There we go. He gets it through. Our starting catcher can indeed hit the baseball. There we go. Bryce Terrain gets it down. Maybe, oh no, the error. Errors in the outfield always look so awkward. Surely not. And God. The poor Nationals fans that came out to watch this game, and they find their team down 7-0 in the fifth with still no outs. Oh boy, what is the just look really quick. Espino, he had a 198 ERA coming into this game. Now it's all the way up to 312. Yikes. All right, Dumas, can you give me the fifth? Yes, he can. He is on 81 pitches, so that'll probably be it from him. But some more insurance runs never go amiss as Dario flies out to left. And Bryce grounds out. All right. I think I'm just going to pull Dumas. 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 4 Ks. I'll take it. Oh, Kevin. Don't walk CJ Abrams on a full count. Well, here we go again. Bases loaded, no outs. Feliz. Swing and a miss. Sherman is walked, so the Nationals get their first run. Do I want Kevin to face Cuevas? Sure. Shouldn't have said sure. He hits it all the way to the wall. That might score all 3 of them. Yep. Oh, man, his ERA is going to be huge. Yeah, it's all the way up to a 4.22 now. Yikes. If you can't get Jared Kelenic, what's the point? He did not, in fact, get Jared Kelenic. There we go. Terrible decision to run there. Loma Vida hits it deep to left and gone. 7-6. My God. Heaven's ERA now all the way up to a 4.98. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much his ERA ruined for like the next 2 months. And there we go. Yikes. Well, 1-run game. Still a 1-run game. I'm going to see if Kevin can get Gonzalez, and then I can bring in a fresh pitcher for James Wood. He did not, in fact. Oh, boy. All right, Gastelum, I'm going to be honest. I'm hitting the half-inning button. Good luck. They score and an error. Whoops. Error was on Terang at second, dude. You're killing me. Gastelum needed 18 pitches, so we're going to get Joey Broughton going for the 8th. I can't believe it. We had a 7-0 lead again, and we blew it for the second time in one video. Honestly impressive. I'm going to pinch hit here. Actually, no. Because I don't want to move CJ Sampson out of position. Trang's going to hit. And he grounds out. Man. All right, Joey, give me the eighth, please. Well, we had a 7-0 lead. They scored 10 runs unanswered. Kevin Teskey gives up 7. Joey Broughton gives up 3. My God. I mean, that's Kevin Teskey's ERA essentially done for a while. Man. All right. Well, it can't possibly go worse. Next game up. Dario's at 96%. Let's have Palma hit for him. Aguilaris is getting a little tired, but he's still hitting the ball well. Chase, so help me. Nothing. There we go. Thank you, Max. Munoz should score. Tie game in the third. Aguilera swing and a miss. Run, you fool. He was safe. Don't even try. There we go. He's safely in. Well done, Carter Johnson. We have the lead. Let's just keep it going. How you Lee gets it down. I believe in you, Charlie Condon. All right, he took a 4-pitch walk. My belief in him stands. Alan Ford, bases loaded. Oh, wild pitch. Where's your sense of drama? 2-0. I mean, if they're going to walk Alan Ford, I'm not going to complain. All right, 2-1. I'll let him swing. And he gets it down and right. That'll play. That'll score 2. Very good. 5-1. Remember, our curse is 7. That's the cursed number. All right, Chase, give me the third. Oh, boy. Another error. This time by Carter Johnson at short. Yeah, that is the unfortunate knock-on effect of Bryce Strang not being able to hit the baseball, as our defense is just so much worse. And James Wood breaks my heart. I think this is the episode we find out we have one of the best lineups in baseball, but one of the worst pitching staffs. I think this is just where we're finding that. Oh my God, he dropped it. Get him out. I don't care. I don't care that he's apt to bat next in the third. Get him out. I don't care. Elkins takes over. You don't make the throw to first there? Really? Really now? Sim it. All right. Tie game. Lord help me. All right. I'm running low on healthy pitchers. So Chase. Oh boy. Talk me out of like cutting Chase Silseth right now and trading for a pitcher. 4-pitch walk of James Wood. You know what? That might not be the worst outcome. Fidel, I believe in you. I shouldn't have believed in him. 5-7 game. Oh, Lord. We just can't get out of our own way, can we? There we go. Finally, a good pitching performance from the lads. Charlie Condon, Alan Ford. Colby Turner, if I even see a two-strike count, we're having words. 2-out count. He hits it down the left field line. Run, my friends. Run like the wind. All right. We get one. Elkins gets it past the infield. That'll tie the game. I am not running on James Wood. You must be out of your mind. Miguel Palma, chance to be a hero. And he pops it up to the third baseman. So much for that plan. Max Clark, 2 hits already today. And that'll be all he gets. All right. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tie game. Gage Wood, half inning. Clean. All right, no matter what, Akuda's getting the 9th, whether it's tied or if it's a save situation. Here's Aguilares. Hits it to center field. That's caught. Carter Johnson flies out to left. All right, How You Lee, you're my last hope. And he pops it up to the first base side. Okay, bottom of the 9th. We go. Oh no, it dropped off of Harlan's glove. How You Lee has another chance. What will he do with it? Ground out to third base is the answer. Okay. Okuda is on. Face James Wood. Here we go. Swing and a miss. CJ Abrams hits it to center. That's easily caught. Last up, Angel Feliz. Struck out. All right. We're going to extra innings. Okuda needed 19 pitches to get that, and I don't really have anyone behind him. So, yeah, we pretty much need to win in the 10th or else we're going to lose. Alan Ford up. 3 hits already today. 2 runners on. Come on, buddy. That's not going to move anyone. Line out to left. Colby Turner gets it down and left. How You Lee is quick, but I don't think he's going to go home. So bases loaded for Elkins. And he pops it up. Munoz getting that error really has just cost us the game. I am going to pinch hit. I'm going to have CJ Sampson take the bat here against Manuel Castro. Here we go. Bang. Struck out. All right. Well, I think this is going to be a loss for us. Dario is going to take catcher, obviously. And all I have is Akuda. So we're going to need a pop-up and a couple strikeouts. Sherman grounds out. That's 1. Cuevas strikes out. Akuda's in the orange. Here's Chase Harlan. Pops it up foul. Dario is there. We go to the 11th. Now the question becomes, which pitcher do I send out? Probably Gastelum. All right, Dario is the ghost runner. Let's see what we got. Max Clark advances him to third, and he's aboard off of an error. That'll do. That'll play. I am obviously going to run on Liam Hicks. Okay, chill. Please. Let's not be rash. Okay. You throw that over the third time, he automatically gets the bag. All right. Here we go. Aguilares hits it to first. They throw home and get him. Oh, boy. Aguilares gets the free bag. Come on, Carter. He hits it to second. They throw home and get Max Clark. I am so tired of this. Get me out of this game. Howley, whatever. Hits it deep to left. It gets down, scores a run. Who cares? I'm just awaiting the inevitable implosion of my bullpen. All right, we get 2 runs, so it's 9-7. Condon flies out to end my fun. All right, we have a 2-run lead. Here is my very simple, well thought out plan. We're going to get AJ Russell and Luis Castella warming up. Luis will face Liam Hicks, and we'll see what happens. 0-2 count, he strikes him out. All right, Luis is going to face Baker. All right, he gets Baker to pop up. Do I want him to face Gonzalez? I think I do. And then if Gonzalez gets aboard, AJ Russell will come in to face James Wood. Gonzalez pops it up right field. Caught. We win. God, these games are exhausting. Even when we win, it doesn't feel like it. Goodness gracious. I mean, that error from Munoz cost us 3 runs. I mean, don't get me wrong. Silseth, I don't think he's that great, but he was pitching really well in this game up until that point. Just got us. But hey, we get the win, and now my bullpen is the walking wounded. I'm going to sim the finale against the Nationals. We lose it 7-8 because, of course, we do. An error from Colby Turner costs us, and then Gage Wood has to pitch in back-to-back games, and he gives it up. Oh, boy. Carter Johnson with 4 hits. I think we might have something there in terms of a backup infielder. I don't love him as a starter, I think, but could do a lot worse in terms of a backup. Jindra got popped again. He is not done well these past couple starts. But that is what it is. Okay. Hello, LA Dodgers. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this at all. Not in the slightest. I'm kind of scared. All right, let's play game 1. Max Clark. Oh, Aguilares is officially tired. Okay. So Aguilares is going to miss his first game of the season. We salute the man. I think Elkins in the center. Yeah. So Elkins is going to take center. Alan Ford can go right field. How you lead to DH. Bryce Terang in second. We have no defensive subs at that point, but I think I can live with that. I'll let Dario catch. And I have a very tired bullpen with Luis De Leon on the mound, and they have Jackson Ferris, who has only ever done great for them. I believe in us. There we go. See, we're already on the board with a run. My belief has been rewarded immediately. And Condon is walked. Okay. And Alan Ford pops up. It's killing me. The fact that the Dodgers have Jackson Holliday and Bobby Witt, just looks cursed. You see what I have to deal with in my division? Like, look at this. And they stole Cole Carrick. I say that. I traded him to him. Oh, looks like they started him in AAA this year. Poor guy. What a luxury. Outfielder making $7.5 million. You can afford to put him in AAA. God, that must be nice. I'm jealous. Carter Johnson and Hao Yuli are aboard. Charlie Condon, soft grounder to second for one, first for two. And that's that. Can Luis get me the third? Yes, he can. All right. Alan Ford hits it deep to right and gone. Solo shot. 373 feet. His eighth on the season. That'll do. Colby flying out hurts. All right, Bryce. Listen, I understand you have a sub 500 OPS, but I believe in you. Flew out to left. I mean, the point with Bryce Terang is essentially going to be like when Andahar comes back, if Carter Johnson is still hitting well, there's zero reason for him to be sent down to AAA over Bryce Terang. So we'll see. Uh-oh, Cole Kerrigan, Sal Frelick, both aboard. Brett Beatty struck out. Man, this is such a random Dodgers lineup. Like, you got Josh Naylor, 34 years old, batting eighth. What is this lineup? I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain. As he pops up to the infield, Rafael Marchand, soft grounder to second, got him. Munoz, buddy, you've been ice cold. Hit the ball solo shot left field. Or 3 feet in front of you and is promptly thrown out. Oh, Munoz never change. Tron Elkins strikes out. I think Elkins is not. I don't think he's going to be long for this team. So I have like 3 AAA outfielders that could do. That's essentially his profile that by definition would hit better than he is right now. But we'll see. All right, Luis De Leon for the 5th. Clean. He's at 78 pitches. I am down to only my 2 long relievers, which is a little scary. Nothing for us in the 6th. All right, we're going to get A.J. Russell warming up. Luis to face Jackson Holiday. Gets him swinging. To face Cole Carrick. Hits it softly to short. The throw in time. Down goes our old friend. All right, Sal Frelick. Pops it up to second, and Terang is there. Very good from Luis. 6 shutout innings. We'll take that every day of the week. Bryce Terang, get on base. He walked and got on base. I'll take it. I will take it. They're going righty, so I'm staying with Dario. If they went lefty, I think I bring Palma in. But Dario flies out all the same. Never change. Munoz flies out. Man, I have one outfielder that's hitting well right now, and it's Aguilares. 1 out of 4. Not great. All right, seventh inning stretch. That'll be it for Luis. 6 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks. Thank you, sir. AJ Russell for the seventh. Clean. He did need 19 pitches to do it. So we're going to go Kevin for the eighth. How Yuli is aboard. Are they going to walk Allen? They are indeed. And Colby flies out anyway. No insurance runs for me. Bottom of the eighth. Thank you, AJ. We're going to go Kevin here. Oh, man. I mean, it's Akuda. Get Colcarrot on 3 pitches. Ooh, that's huge. Sal Frelick, is he going to ruin my day? Hit right over the head of Bryce Terang. That's going to score 1. 2-1 ball game. I'm not messing around. Okuda to face Brett Beatty. It's it to Terang. The throw in time. Okay. That was almost terrifying. Poor Kevin. His ERA is never going to recover. But it's fine. Any insurance runs? Dario is aboard. Come on, Jerron. Nah, I think it might be time to send him down. All right, Okuda to face Josh Naylor. Rounds out to short. Raphael, the catcher. Swing and a miss. The last out for the Dodgers. Kendall George hits it up to center. Caught. We take game 1, 2-1. That was terrifying. We had 5 hits. Won the ball game. That'll do. All right. So I think in terms of outfield switches, if we're sending Elkins down, Kareem, I think, is probably the best 1-1. Kevin Elliott, I think at a certain point just should play in the majors, but I don't know if that point is today. Or Anthony Murphy, he's also still just running around hitting the ball. You should be in Double-A. Who did they move to Double-A in that switch? Oh, Navarro. Goodbye, Noah. Yeah, that's why I have 19 Double-A outfielders. Ruben Nunez, he's starting to do well. Do I call him up to Double-A? I'm a little worried. Who do I want? I might give Elkins this series to let him hit out of it because our hitters are pretty tired. All right, game 2. I saw 2 players were tired. Yep, Colby Turner and Carter Johnson. So, yeah, Bryce Trang takes short. CJ Sampson takes third. Yeah, I'll let Munoz hit. Even though he has been ice cold as of late. Christian Aguilera is aboard. Howie Lee has struck out to ruin my morning. Condon gets it down, though. That'll do. We have the lead. It really is frustrating that I have one outfielder hitting well, and our offense is still doing pretty good. We could have the best offense in baseball if I could get Munoz or Max Clark hitting. Uh-oh. Now Dodgers tied up. All right, Aguilaris and Terang are aboard. How you Lee gets it down. That'll score one. Terang's going home. Safe. Didn't even slide. That is how confident he was in getting home. Condon lines out. And Alan Ford hits into the fielder's choice. How much are they paying Holiday again? Oh, yeah, 38. Fair. Fielder's choice for Munoz. All right. We get a pair of runs. I'll take it. We scored more in 3 innings than what we did all last game. That's not nothing. CJ Sampson and Dario are aboard. Max Clark gets it down in center. That should score 2. Maybe not. That was a good throw. Stay there, Dario. That was almost a calamity. All right. Emiliano is at 72 pitches already in the 4th inning, and he just walked Aguilaris. They're keeping him in to face Terang. The correct decision is Terang hits into a fielder's choice. Howie Lee hits it deep to left field and gone. 3-run shot for Howie Lee. 4th home run of the year. That'll do. Kevin Kelly, my old friend, pitched 72 innings for us last year, was spectacular. Now he goes to the Dodgers. Man. And he didn't regress at all this year. If I didn't have such a full bullpen, could have kept him. But alas, he has joined the evil empire and thus must be destroyed. Condon lines out. I don't like that animation because in my mind it looks like the center fielder stumbles and doesn't get the ball, when in reality he does catch it. So Alan Ford gets aboard. I'm not going to pinch run for him at this stage. And Munoz flies out. Man. All right. Come on, Sandy. Clean 4th. It's at 62 pitches. With the error. Condon at first. Get Sal Frelick. Please get Sal Frelick. Hit to first. All right. And they get the runner at second. I'm going to let Sandy face Jackson Holiday. And he gets it down. In all honesty, and I know this could backfire, we have a 7-run lead. I do not have a great bullpen right now in terms of fitness. I want Sandy to get out of this. Hits it to short, and he gets Bobby. Okay. Any insurance runs? Maybe. Bryce Terang is aboard. Softly hit from Howie Lee. No dice. Looked like he was safe. Objection. Coach's challenge. I wish they would add coach's challenge this game. I have no clue how you do it. But it could be a thing as Alan Ford gets me the insurance run. That'll do. Condon goes all the way to 3rd. You do not have the speed to be going 1st or 3rd like that. Munoz is 0 for 5, man. He was red hot last season and to start this season, and he is just gone ice cold. All right, I'm going to let Sandy face old Rockies friend Nolan Jones, who we could have signed in the last offseason. We elected not to. Max Clark gets him. I'll let him face Ronnie. Gets him. What are the odds Josh Naylor hits a home run here? Soft grounder to second, and they get him. All right, 6 innings from Sandy, 2 earned runs. Very good from him, especially considering the state of my bullpen. Max Clark and CJ Sampson are aboard. And Aguilares hits into the, what I like to call, sacrifice groundout. Terang walks. All right. How Ely strikes out. All right, we get 1 insurance run, which I'll take. That will be it for Sandy. Although because that inning took so long, Gastelum is cold now. But he'll come in to face the bottom of the order. Clean. And he only needed 9 pitches. Very good. There we go. Condon gets aboard. That'll do. And then I think I'll pinch hit for Allen here. We'll give Elkins the bat. Actually, no, I lied. I'll let Allen hit and I'll pinch hit for Munoz. Well, Allen lined out anyway. All right, draw and let's go. 4-pitch walk. Fair enough. They were so terrified of his profile. Their only option was to walk him. Sampson swinging a miss. And Dario grounds out. All right, bottom of the 8th we go. Ideally, Gastelum can get me the entire 8th. If he can't, though, AJ Russell will be ready. Oh, boy. All right, AJ. Let's party. 3-pitch strikeout would be lovely. Line out to right. The throw home. Bobby Witt does not try to run home. Josh Naylor hits it to first. Condon gets him. All right. Very good. AJ Russell needed 10 pitches. I'm going to let him start the 9th, but if things get shaky, Fidel can come in. But we do have an 8-run lead, and my bullpen is getting pretty taxed. I'd like Fidel to be perfectly healthy for next game. Kendall George does get aboard. But, a nice double play, and this inning is over. Rafael hits it up the middle. All right, I'll let AJ face Sal Frelick. Sal lines out. Very good. Jackson Holiday, are you going to ruin my day? Hits it up the middle. Terang is there. Or how you lead, excuse me. All right, we win 10-2. Really good day from our offense. Munoz going 0 for 4, stranding 4 is a bit terrifying, but so be it. All right, we took games 1 and 2 against the Dodgers. Can we take game 3? That's the real question. Because now we have Dumas on the mound, and I am terrified. And they have Mitchell Parker. 6, an ERA of 6. Oh, he's been a reliever. Oh, they had him as a reliever this year. They move him to starter. He goes 7 innings, 4 runs against the Braves. Interesting. All right, Houli and Dario are retired, so yeah, Bryce will take second. He's done his best batting 9th, so that's where he'll sit. I'll have Max Clark for 7th, and then I'm going to give Elkins the start over Munoz just for my sanity, if nothing else. Mitchell Parker on the mound for the Dodgers. Clean first inning for both sides. All right, we have runners. Terang Aguilares, Carter Johnson. Gets it down and right. I'm telling you. I think that is something that through the course of this save, and we're what, 8 years in at this point, our infield has never been a problem. Like we have never struggled to find good starters or solid backups. It's always been the outfield. Like first base, we went from Michael Toglia for the first few years to Charlie Condon. Second base has been How You Lee the whole time. Short was Tovar to Andahar. Third, third was a little bit an issue, but we had Bregman for like 5 years. Then we had Perdomo for one, and now Colby Turner. Like infield, never the issue, which is what makes our current outfield struggles all the more frustrating. But we're up 2-0. Dumas has allowed Cole Carrick and Kendall George to get aboard. Oi, and Will Smith hits it all the way to the wall. Not good. All right, tie game. Will Smith is in pain, but he stays in the game. Oh boy. So Frelick gets it. I have seen 3 outfield errors in this episode. I can't think of a time I saw one before that. Oh boy. The wheels are coming off, y'all. Jackson Holiday gets an RBI for his trouble. And Dumas still has yet to get an out in this inning. I'm going to get Kevin Teskey warming up. All right, Brett Beatty strikes out good. Bobby Witt hits it up to left and down at the wall. Yeah. That is a triple. All right, that'll be it for Dumas. I know he's still in the green, but come on. Like, let's be real here. All right, Palmer's aboard. Terang hits it up to left, but that's going to be caught at the track. All right. Good luck to the bullpen. Clean inning from Kevin. That'll be it from him. Alan Ford is aboard. I'm going to have Condon take the pitch. Full count. Good luck, buddy. And he gets it down and right. Very good. That scores Allen. 3-run ball game. Colby Turner gets it down. We're not done. Here's Elkins. Gets it down and left. Very good. The throw in. And Condon makes it home. The lead is cut to 2. And Max Clark walks. Miguel Palma. Chance to be a hero. And he hits it up to center, and that's going to be caught. But we got 2 runs back. Not too shabby. Actually, I lied. I'll let him face Sal Frelick and then pull him. Softly hit to second. Very good. All right, that'll be it for Kevin. Thank you, sir. We'll bring on Fidel. And both Jackson Holiday and Brett Beatty are aboard. And now Bobby Witt gets it down. Man alive. Our bullpen today has been grim. And that is a triple again. Bobby Witt has had, they call him a double because the throw. I don't know. I think he makes it to third without the throw anyway. Well, the 2 runs that we made back have now evaporated into mist. As Fidel's ERA is now up to 3.7. That hurts. All right, we got to run back. Alan Ford's on second. Charlie Condon flies out to center. It's also not great that our pitching staff has allowed 9 runs and it's not even the 6th inning at that point. All right, I'm going to do this in reverse. I'm going to call up Gage Wood early. All right, he gets me the 6th on 9 pitches. He'll take the 7th also. Clean, very good. Then I'll do Mike Stewart for the 8th. Rice Terang with a double. And they walk Aguilares. Okay. We have a chance here for some runs. Carter Johnson hits it slowly back up the middle. He might beat it out. He does not. I'll take that trade with no outs. Alan Ford. Hits it into left. That's down. That will score 1. 3-run ball game. Charlie Condon pops it up. Who's catching for them? Will Smith? Nah, I'll leave Allen in. Colby Turner walks. Bases are loaded. Jerron Elkins. If he gets a hit here, his place on the roster is safe. And he struck out swinging, but it's a wild pitch, and he's safe at first. Oh, no. Oh, no. Dodgers. What's happening? Max Clark walks in a run. It's 8-9. Miguel Palma. Hits it to short. It's through the infield. The tying run scores. The go-ahead run is in. Folks, we're up 10-9. We have scored 5 unanswered in the 8th. Rice Terang fires a laser to left that's caught. We suddenly have the lead. For once, it's our turn to stage an epic comeback. All right, Gage. Hey, Ron, are you better or worse against lefties this year? You are so much better against lefties. So Gage Wood will remain in to face Ronnie. Get some swinging. Very good. Josh Naylor, same question. Better or worse against lefties? You are horrendous against lefties. My God. All right, that'll be it for Gage. Great from him. And Mike Stewart is about to walk Josh Naylor on 4 pitches. Okay. There we go. He gets Cole Carrick swinging. That's huge. Graylin De La Paz, the pinch hitter with an OPS of 1,500. Hits it to short. The throw in time. All right. So Joey will get the 9th then. No insurance runs for us. Will Smith is the batter. Bottom of the Dodgers order, Joey Broughton on to pitch. Gets Will Smith swinging. Sal Frelick hits it softly to the pitcher's mound. The throw in time. Jackson Holiday, the Dodgers' last out. Gets it down into right field. Tying run is at first. Brett Beatty, 1-2 count. Hits it up to center. Clark is there. Caught. And we score 5 unanswered in the 8th to beat the Dodgers 10-9. Beautiful day. Let's ignore Charlie Condon stranding 6, Elkins and Palma stranding 4. We could have scored so many more runs. We left 28 runners on. Like, that could have been the greatest offensive showing in the history of baseball. We stranded 28 runners. That's just an insane thing to say. How many runs did your team leave on? Oh, yeah, 28. Like, what? That's just crazy. All right, the finale. Chase Silseth on the mound. I'm terrified. I'm going to give Condon the day off. Actually, wait. Cancel. No, we have a day off after this game. Never mind. Condon will take it. I'll let Munoz take left. I think I'll just go with the starters here today. Though Bryce Terang has done pretty well. I'll have him bat ninth. Let's do something different. Let's have Munoz bat second, Mac Clark seventh, Terang ninth. Let's see if that gets Munoz going. Not in the first, it doesn't. And Alan Ford with a solo shot to give us the lead. Very good. Aguilaris lines out. Here's Munoz. He gets on board. Line drive into left. Thank you, thank you. That'll do. I'm not going to run on Raphael, I don't think. Come on, Condon. The most depressing ground out we've ever seen. Two runners on. Chase, I believe in you. And he strikes out Brett Beatty. All right, we go to the fourth. Alan Ford already one homer today. He's trying to make it two, but that's going to die at the warning track. You know what? At least he's trying. Colby Turner gets it down. All right. We have life. And Max Clark hits into a double play. The life has been extinguished in tragic fashion. All right, Chase, come on, buddy. Oh, he allows a run. Tie ball game. On the one hand, I really want him to get out of this inning. On the other hand, I don't know if he'll be able to. I'll let him face Brett Beatty, and then that'll be it. He walked him. All right. That's it for Chase. I think his ERA and his stat line for this game will be entirely determinant on what Graylin De La Paz does in this at-bat. Here's Gastelum. The pitch, the swing, hit to short, the relay to second, got him. We're okay. All right, not a bad outing for Chase, but I do have to use a lot of bullpen arms again. Munoz flies out. All right, Luis, give me the sixth. Clean. He's only on 9 pitches, to be fair. Max Clark is aboard for Dario, who promptly flies out to right field. All right. We'll let Gastelum start the outing. I'm going to get Kevin warming up in case there's trouble. Cole Carrick swing and a miss. Raphael swing and a miss. See if Luis can get Sal Frelick. Grounder to first, and he does. Luis Gastelum. Have a bow. Look at that beautiful stat line. 2 1/3 inning, no hit, no run. No walks, 2 Ks. Great from him. I'm going to pinch hit here in the eighth. Carter Johnson is going to get the bat for Bryce. Popped out to short. To short what? To center. Deep short, as I like to call center field. And he hit Aguilares. Charge the mound. Actually, no, please don't. I need you. And Munoz hits into the fielder's choice. All right, Howley. What do you got for me, buddy? Answer, a soft grounder third. The relay gets Munoz. To the bottom of the eighth we go. Make sure Kevin is ready. All right, so Kevin's going to take over a pitcher. Carter Johnson is going to take short. All right, Kevin, give me the eighth. Clean. Thank you. All right, Okuda's warming up for the ninth. Dodgers closer, Paul Skeens, in to crush our hopes and dreams. I will forever be so annoyed that he got Tommy John, the Pirates moved him to closer, and now the Dodgers have him. Because that's what I need. Paul Skeens in division also. Alan Ford gets it down in right. We're going to pinch hit here. Or, excuse me, pinch run. Elkins is going to take over. Here's Colby Turner. Swing and a miss. Third strikeout today. Max Clark swings on the 3-1 pitch and grounds into the fielder's choice. All right. Bottom of the ninth. Thank you, Kevin. Okuda will come on to try to force extra innings. Having 3 losses already as a closer in May is terrifying. But you know what? Let's all ignore that. All right, Josh Naylor strikes out. Nolan Jones, Rockies legend, hits it to second, and they get him. All right. We now go to extra innings. Max Clark is our ghost runner, which is awesome. Wild pitch. Doesn't advance Max. Dario hits it to second. They get him, but Max moves the third. I'll take that trade. Here's Carter Johnson. Struck out looking. Come on, Christian. Pops it up to center, and that's going to be caught. No runs for us in the 10th. Oh, boy. I'll get Joey Broughton warming up, but I doubt there's going to be a scenario where I'm going to have to flip. Let's see. Carrig grounds out, but it moves Nolan Jones to third. Raphael. If this goes in the outfield, it's game over. It goes deep to left. That's caught. The throw home. Not in time. Dodgers walk us off in the final game of the series. We lose 2-1. Okuda now has 4 losses. And we're in middle of May. Not that I view losses as a big thing for relievers, but man, that's ugly. Yeah. I mean, really, no one in the lineup did well. Like Alan Ford, obviously, he had the solo shot, got another hit, but nothing. Nothing elsewhere. Pretty good. Like, if you hold the Dodgers to 2 runs, you should expect to win the game. I'm just saying. Jeff Anderson wins Player of the Week in High A. All right, let's do a quick maintenance of Double A, because this is the Double A outfield right now, and a lot of it should probably go. Stephanie Quintero. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to release you. Good speed though. Alejandro gonna release. Yeah, and that was someone we signed at the beginning of the save. So that's what now? 7 outfielders? That's still way too many. I think Jeff Anderson needs to play at this point. Jose Aguilar. I mean, it's all ugly. Yeah, I just have too many outfielders in these spots. Here's a question. Does anyone want Dana Fink? 50 potential, like double A, triple A level outfielder? No. The answer to my question is no. Uh-oh. Darrell Harris is out. Man, my triple A infield is dropping like flies. Um yeah, Daryl Morrill, you can go back to triple A. And Sebastian Blanco, you can also go back to AAA. I just fundamentally have too many outfielders. Like Josh Hatchett is a good outfielder who deserves to play somewhere, but he's just realistically never going to get playing time with me. So it's kind of just where we're at. All right, that looks a little better in the outfield. How's Waylon Castillo doing this year in AAA? Pretty good. All right, so overall, taking 3 out of 4 from the Dodgers, I'll take that. I like it quite a bit. Let me save really quick. All right. So right now we are still third in the division because that's how much of a lead the Dodgers had over us. We have made it a little close. Okay. I think I'll play game 1 against the Astros with Michael Ginger on the mound. We'll see how things go. Let me sit Munoz. Elkins can pick up the bat. Everything else will be equal. The Astros have like 4 players that are on fire right now. Corbin Carroll finally off the Dodgers, as I realized. Already an error. Charlie Condon at first. Rough. Aguilaris is aboard. We get him to third. No pressure, Charlie. Nope. All right. There we go. Alan Ford and Colby Turner are aboard. Come on, Jerron. Lines out to second. If I had one other consistent hitting outfielder, we would be so good right now. A hilarious error scores 2, but that's beside the point. Uh-oh, Juan Santana is hurt and they have to pull him, so it's now a bullpen game for the Astros. Because Christian Aguilera is my only outfielder hitting well. Because Alan Ford at this point, he's a DH. Like he's so bad defensively in the outfield. I can't even consider him an outfielder. So Max Clark, Munoz, Elkins, they're all of them are struggling. Carter Johnson grounds out to first to end the fun, but we do get 2 runs for our trouble. And now, old friend Tian the man who found himself on the Astros and has been hitting the cover off the baseball. Nice of him to just never do that with me. Let's see how he does here. Pops up to first. Yeah. Did I have him in the outfield or is he DHing? They have him in the outfield. What's his rating? Eh. He has a better zone rating in left than he really ever did with me, which is good. But his arm is only good in right, hence the problem. Lean. How you Lee, lead off double. Let's go. Condon, swing and a miss. Alan Ford, swing and a miss. Colby Turner, going to make it 3 for 3. Yep. 3 straight swing and a miss strikeouts. Down we go. Come on, Jerron. You know what? At least he hit the baseball. My 4, 5, and 6 hitters all failed to do that last inning. Astros got a run, and now Tian is aboard. What alternate universe have I found myself in? Corbin Carroll, is he going to break my heart? He does get it down in center. That will probably score Tian. Astros take the lead. Here's DeSantis. It's a sharp lead a second. That was a laser. All right. They don't take the lead. I'm sorry, they tied up. Yeah, I think that's it for Gindra. We'll get Russell warming up. He will take over. Kind of an iffy outing from Gindra, but that is what it is. Clean inning from Russell. Allen Ford and Colby are aboard. I'm not going to pinch run for Allen at this point because it's only the 6th. As Duran pops up, Dario Kays. Max Clark rifles it to right and gone. Just when you need him, he arrives. 3-run homer, 371 feet, his 4th on the season. Very good. 3-run lead now. Zagularis grounds out. That's okay. I'll let Russell face Flipsky. Get some swinging. All right, that'll be it. Mike Stewart will come on to face Tian. And both him and Corbin Carroll are aboard. And DeSantis lines out. So we are A-O-A. All right. Let's have Gagewood take the 8th. Thank you, Mike. I'll let him face Flipsky. Hits it to the wall, but Aguilaris is there. We're okay. All right, I'll get Joey Broughton warming up also in case we score any insurance runs. We do not. Okuda is coming in. 3-run save. Gets it clean. All right, we beat the Astros 5-2. The 3-run homer from Max Clark. The difference. Very good. All right, let us sim game 2 with Luis De Leon on the mound. We lose it 0-7 as Luis is popped for 6 runs. Kevin Tesicki does well. He's just trying to claw his ERA back down. All right. We'll play the finale against the Astros, and then that will be the last game for the video. Um, I'm gonna honestly, Alan Ford is gonna take left. How Yuli can DH. Um, Bryce Terang can bat second, and it'll take second and bat ninth. Let's flip that bottom of the order. Nothing doing. Alan Ford is aboard. Colby Turner. Trey Savage on the mound for the Astros. Nice to see. Let's see. He made it up to Toronto in 2027 in this universe. And then was waived in roster cuts, and the Astros picked him up and have never looked back. Fair enough. Must be nice. Max Clark gets it down, though. That will score Allen. One nothing game. You got this, Sandy. Clean third. Uh-oh. Trouble in the fourth. Easy. Infield pop-up. Corbin Carroll, you will stay there. Davison de los Santos grounds out. And Dylan Flipsky is hit. Not great. Here's Browning, gets it through the left field. Not like this. And it's our old friend, Spencer Browning. Hey, buddy. Yep, the Astros took him in the Rule 5 draft. And it looks like he has been their starting third baseman ever since and done very well for himself. Good for him. Good for him. I mean, we have Colby Turner, so third base was never really going to open up. So nice of Browning. A shame he did it against us today, but I'm glad he's a starter. Cartea gets it down. They're hitting Sandy quite a bit. I'll need to check on, I think it was Daniel Pierce was our other player in organization that was poached. In Rule 5, Corbin Carroll flies out, but that will score the runner from third. All right. Let's warm up. Let's warm up Fidel. Case DeSantis. All right, he lines out. Cool. All right. Not, kind of an iffy outing from Sandy, but it is what it is. Fidel will come on for the sixth. I believe in him. Clean. I wasn't terrified at all. All right. How you Lee is aboard. Charlie Condon. Please. My good man. Hits it 3 feet forward, beats out the throw. Runners are now at the corners. And Allen gets it down. That scores How You Lee. Tie ball game. That'll do. And Colby strikes out. All right. Mike Stewart's going to come on for the seventh. Clean. He did need 16 pitches, so I think we're going Luis for the eighth. Ooh. Insurance runs. Dario and Bryce are both aboard. Aguilera hits it deep to center field. Gone. 3-run shot for Aguilera. 5 home runs on the season, 423 feet. Thank you, thank you. Chase Dollander, another Rockies old friend. I think the one decision I would go back and change past self that I did was in 2027. Chase Dollander was a pretty good starter, but then I moved him to long reliever in 2028 and he just sucked. And then he never really had a chance again. I think I would go back and tell past me to leave him at starter. All right. Luis Castellum is on for the eighth. It's looking a little scary. De Los Santos and Filipski are aboard. Spencer Browning lines out. Thank you, Spencer. The check will be in the mail. Leandre Mejia strikes out looking. All right. So, any insurance runs? Yep, we get two of them. Cool. So then AJ Russell can take the ninth. Oh boy. All right, it gets Diego to pop up. That'll do. I'm glad our offense decided to arrive. Better late than never, but took him a good second. Harrington grounds out. The manager is arguing the call. Coach's challenge. And Corbin Carroll lines out. We take the rubber match against the Astros 7-2. Very nice day for the lads. Good day from the relievers, I thought. I'll take that to the bank. All right. William Hiles out for a year. That hurts. That hurts, man. All right. So let us take stock of how May went. I didn't start well at all. We lost 2 out of 3 to the Nationals, the Mets, then the Nationals again. But we just beat the Dodgers 3 out of 4, took 2 out of 3 from the Astros. Pretty good going. I think off stream, I'll play through just this Mariners series, 3-game set, and then we'll pick up hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Friday, with the Dodgers series. We'll wrap up May, get into June. We will probably have a few roster decisions coming up because Andahar gets back in literally 2 days during this Mariners series. So I will have to decide, do I send Carter Johnson back down to AAA? He hasn't been hitting the ball great this past week, but before that, he was solid. I think it really comes down to, do I think Bryce Trang is going to be able to help this team in the long run this season? And if so, then there's value in keeping him. But if not, then we may look to trade him or just figure out something. So thank you all for watching. We are leading the division now. Love to see it. Hopefully we're able to continue on this success as we get into the summer months. But thank you all for watching. See you next time.